All right, we're gonna take the Countach out to the laundromat. I've been driving this car a lot lately because it's my favorite car to drive. I did drive the 928 a little bit earlier today. That's Justin's Tesla, not mine. So we're at my office, Blue Steel Real Estate. I own a couple of laundromats. I was at one earlier. Now we're going to the other one, which is about 15-20 miles away from me. So I do drive this car as much as I can. I've got some other cars too, a Diablo, some Supras, the Porsche, an older Aston Martin, but this one is my favorite. So let's flip this and then get in position here. I think that will work. I can drive with shoes, but it's so much easier without them. Just because the pedals are so tight in here. My seatbelt's starting to get a little catchy again. Sorry for the noise. If the door's up, it makes that wonderful noise. All right. It's not warmed up, but we'll just take it until it gets warm. Like I said, we have quite a ways to go. Hope I didn't forget anything that's supposed to bring with me. I don't think so. Okay. There we go. There we go. We'll try this again. So we're at 88.5 Countach at 23,218 miles? Yeah. No, kilometers. That's like 13,000 miles or something. I don't know the exact conversion. Had this car 2.5 years. It's my favorite car by far. I've got a Diablo, an 81 Aston Martin, 98 Lotus Esprit, 94 Supra, 91 Supra, 91 Mustang 5.0, 86 Porsche 928. And this is by far my favorite. Just because it's just like kind of like driving history. It's not as fast as a Diablo. There's not quite as much room in it, but it really is just a blast to drive. People talk about, say a lot of bad things about the Countach. One you hear a lot is that it overheats all the time. Mine is never overheated. I've had it around 100-degree days multiple times. Never seen the temperature really rise above normal. I've talked to other guys who own them in Arizona. Never had an issue. And I've tried to look it up, like people with overheating issues, and I cannot find them. I do find is people with kit cars that have overheating issues, like the Fiera motor. And when Lamborghini first made their prototype in 1971, they had a 5-liter V12 in that prototype. They did not use that motor because it kept overheating. So it did have overheating issues in the prototype. But they didn't use that motor. They used a 4-liter V12 instead. And then in 1984, I believe, they went to the 5-liter V12. They figured out the issues, didn't have the overheating problems anymore. And so everything I can tell, it's just a giant urban myth that they always overheat. So someone else knows who has personal experience of issues with overheating, let me know. But I have yet to find it or see any actual personal accounts of them doing that. And you see there's just so many instances of that with the car where it's not built well, it's awful to drive. I mean, if my wife doesn't like driving it, because yes, the clutch is a little heavy, the steering's a little difficult when you're not driving. But I love it. And I think she might get used to it too, because I think the first time anybody drives the Countach, it's a little intimidating. It's like, oh my god, what's going on? I can't see anything. It's really tight. But then you learn how to sit, how to see stuff, how to drive it. And once you figure it out, it's just an amazing car. There's so many people either never get a chance to drive them and judge it, you know, without actually experiencing it, or they get a chance for like an hour or half an hour and are kind of pushed into it, and that's the only experience they get. They don't have time to really, you know, spend the time needed in the car to get to know it. Definitely gets the most attention of any of my cars. It is bright red and just so different than anything else. Countach is actually a pretty small car. It weighs like 3,100 pounds. People think it's a lot bigger than it is too. It's pretty short and squatty. Extremely low. Extremely low. And, when you see it in person, it just pictures, videos just don't do them justice. For just the lines, the curves, the angles that they have. Obviously I'm driving, so I can't see any comments or questions. When we get to the laundromat, I'll try and answer some if there are any, but that'll be about 10 to 15 minutes away still. Of course, it's got a gated manual, 5-speed transmission. All Countaches had a 5-speed manual. All Diablos also had a 5-speed manual. The E-gear or automatic did not come out until the Mercy, like maybe 2003 or 4, I think. So even a few years after the Mercy was built. I mean the Mercy Lago, if you're wondering. Now, of course, they don't make a manual transmission for Lamborghinis anymore, which I think is just awful. But Lamborghini never asked me my opinion, so I don't have much influence on how they build their cars. I do appreciate the follows and likes, of course. This is my car channel that we're on right now. I also have a real estate channel as well, Investfourmore. That is how I was able to get this car and my other cars. Was not just flipping houses. I do flip houses, but rental properties, being an agent. I own my own brokerage now. It really doesn't make that much money. It's more for control of my business and not having to worry about another broker telling me what to do. I said I own a couple laundromats, liquor store, mini mart. Might be buying another liquor store here soon. And, but really, rental properties are what built my wealth. I'm in Colorado, but with the way prices are and rents and everything here, they really don't make that much money every month. They do okay. But if I could take kind of the equity I've built in rental properties and transfer that into more millions and millions of dollars. They will not do it. I think they should. If there's anybody out there with some close contacts with those companies, let me know. Alright, we're getting closer to the open roads outside of town, where it's more fun, and we're a little bit warmed up now, not all the way, but we'll have some more spirited driving at least. Insta 360 to sponsor me as well. Because about 3 weeks ago, I had the Insta 360 on the back of this car on the wing and it fell off the road. That video is on my channel too. It survived until it got run over. I had the footage of it. But I need to get, I think I might try and get the smaller one. Go and try that, and I can do like POV, put on a hat or something, or just a magnet thing you can do. That might be a little bit more flexible, do some more interesting things in the 360, which is about 3 or 4 inches tall, a little bigger. Somebody filming us. Their Audi S5. I have an Audi S4 too. It's a 2010. It was my daily driver for a long time. Kind of a backup car now. Oh, come on, car. What are you doing? Probably. First gear goes to 60 if you're red lighting it. So while the car doesn't really seem like crazy fast in videos, it's actually a lot faster than you think because the gear ratios are so high. too. But this road is still more fun than the other mountain roads. Video of that drive on my YouTube too, with me in slow 360. That's good fun. I didn't see much in the way of construction there at all. They said we were down to the lane, had to get down to 40, but maybe they're done with that. I don't trust this car. You're driving a crazy person. It's a dog leg manual, so that means second gear is up in the middle, first is down left. So we're in second right now. Less wear on the engine, less wear on the transmission. It is kind of fun taking the car to a 1,500 person town. doesn't usually have this kind of vehicle. Pretty soon. Like I said, clearance is actually okay on this car, despite what many people think. Yes, you normally need to sit on the sill to back up unless you know exactly what is behind you, because you can't really see anything behind you. All right. We're here. Hey, some people are commenting. Thank you, FG Tag. From France, awesome. Tristan, Miami Vice had a Countach in it just like once in a car chase scene, but for the most part it was a Testarossa that was in Miami Vice. Oh, you can't hear me? Okay, that's fine. If you guys are happy listening to the car, that's good. All right, put my shoes back on, and we'll show you the laundromat here too. All right, we made it. We had at least a few people on there, that's good. And here's this beautiful laundromat with our newer machines, newer to me. And they still have issues and problems. So while I'm here, I'll count quarters, see what we've got. We'll have videos on my other YouTube channel, Investfourmore. And then, yeah, we might figure out exactly what we need to do to get this ready to sell. All right, well, thanks for being on the live. Appreciate it. And we'll have some more. You can also check out my Mark House of Cars TikTok, which has probably even more videos. And now it's made longer ones. All right, thanks, everyone. We'll be back soon.